Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. Yes, this is going to be one of the most important video of mine because the price of Bitcoin broke out of this support line that was supposed to hold the price around this 50,000 range and headed straight towards this 41,000 price area. Now was 69,000 the Bitcoin market top, and we are starting this actual trend reversal from here on. I am actually going to talk about all the scenario in today's video, and also along with that I'm going to add this indicator at the end of the video which has helped to pinpoint the market bottom. So if the trend here is still going to see further retracement, where is it going to end? So if that is what you wanted to hear, then come on, hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now starting this analysis here in a weekly time frame, I want to show you this one very interesting scenario that played out here in past Bitcoin price action. I mean, whenever we saw this trend reversal type of scenario playing out for Bitcoin, either the 50 weekly moving average or this rising trend line acted as a strong line of support, and whenever this rising trend line got tested, right after that, we also saw really nice bounce in price action of Bitcoin. And right now, if you monitor this price action of Bitcoin, we are exactly at this rising trend line along with this 50 weekly moving average support line. Because if you have watched one of my video, I made this very clear. If the price of Bitcoin is going to break out of this rising trend line and also break the support from this 50 weekly moving average, then this is going to indicate an actual sign of danger, and we are starting this new downward price movement. But we are still above this line. You can see the price is still holding its support around this rising trend line and also this 50 weekly moving average. So that's why we want the Bitcoin bulls to defend this support line at any cost, that is around 46,800 to 46,900, because if we do manage to remain above this 50 weekly moving average and also the rising trend line, we could still see some more relief rally type of scenario playing out just like here from past Bitcoin price action. Because if you look at this here in a whole, this is still an higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. If you look at the price structure here, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and this pullback which ended around 41,000 is still an higher lows, guys. Please remember that, because the previous low was around 39,000. So this is still playing out as an higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. So that's why as long as the bulls are going to defend this rising trend line and also support around this 50 weekly moving average, we can still see another similar scenario playing out just like here from past Bitcoin price action. But if you look at the price action in a daily time frame, things looks very different. So guys, now if we look at the price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, in a daily, we can clearly see the weakness in price action of Bitcoin, because even according to this ascending broadening wedge or also this equilibrium cylinder from JC Livermore, we were actually expecting the price to retest around this 0.7 area right before breaking it to the upper direction. But in our case, you can see we failed to find support like this here from the past Bitcoin price action and also headed towards this 41,000 range. But one thing what we should still keep in mind is that this is still an higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, guys. So as long as the price of Bitcoin here in a weekly is going to remain above this 50 weekly moving average and also this rising trend line, the bulls could be still fighting back. Please do not forget that, because right now, right, not just only this one here is showing a weakness after breaking the support from this 0.7 area, but also this one scenario, the falling wedge scenario, which played out since July 2021, failed this time. I mean, you can see the lower line support, right? This was a very strong support line from this falling wedge, and in our case, you can see we completely ignored the support and headed straight towards this 41,000 price area. Now, since this falling wedge scenario has already failed, what kind of scenario could be expecting next for Bitcoin? Because this indicators here to the downside, the MACD is clearly heading towards the negative territory and also still a bearish MACD cross. RSI line is also clearly below 50 level, and this T3CCI also in a negative territory, indicating a clear sign of weakness. Because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you this one scenario here. So yesterday on my second video, I showed you this one symmetrical triangle type of scenario that was playing out for Bitcoin. Because according to the symmetrical triangle, we said if the trend here is going to break the support around the 53,000, then 50,000 is where we could be heading, right? And you can see we came across this 50,000 but went even below that. So what does this actually mean? Because if you look at the price structure now, adding the CPI line, maybe we ignore one scenario from this CPI, and this is why we are paying the price. I mean, if you look at the CPI indicator, when the price was in an uptrend like this, right, with each and every month, you can see we tested the resistance line, the R1 line, you can see here, except this one from November month, right? Now, let's go a bit backwards and let me show you another similar scenario. Impulsive movement, with each and every impulsive price movement, we can see we tested the monthly R1 line, except this one here from April month. And after that, we saw this price retracement. And if you look at this next month, right, after this April month and May month, we started this downward price movement. Price also broke out of this monthly support line, the first monthly support line, before again starting this new rally here to the upside, right? But we had this bigger pullback. But if you look in our case, we also saw a pretty similar scenario, price approaching towards the monthly arrow line, failing to touch it, reversal, and after that, just like with the past example, right, we had this bigger pullback also, you can see here, breaking the monthly support line. So if the price of Bitcoin is going to continue this rally here to the downside, where is it going to end? And also, how far are we going to see another retracement? Let me show you with the help of this indicator. So guys, now for those individuals who have recently joined my channel, for you, this is going to be an extremely educational content, because I am going to show you with the help of this Williams percentage here and also the ATN normalized how you can identify the market bottom. It might not be 100% accurate, but still the accuracy level is very high. Let me show you that. Whenever we had this actual price reversal type of scenario playing out in Bitcoin price action, I always look to these indicators. I mean the ATN normalized and the Williams percentage error. So what I mean by that, whenever you see this Williams percentage error approaching around this horizontal line, the red line, which is around -95, and at the same time the ATN normalized also approaching around this horizontal line, which is at +95, you can see whenever we see this both confirming, this gives us a confirmation that around that price range the market might have bottomed. So and after that, you can see the price did saw some more consolidation and even a smaller pullback. Then you can see we started this new movement here to the upper direction. Now let's go back and find where we had this similar scenario playing out. You can see here, for example, in 2020, when we had this massive price correction, you can see exactly around that range, Williams percentage error started appearing around this -95, and at the same time the ATN normalized was at +95, indicating, hey, after this massive correction, maybe the market might have bottomed after that. You can see, and we had this really nice impulsive price movement. And again, if you go back here from 2018, guys, you can see another similar scenario also unfolded here. I mean, when we saw this ATN normalized appearing around this +95 and also the Williams percentage error around this -95 area, we got an indication that, hey, around this price range, the market might have bottomed. But you can see after that, the price went a bit lower, consolidated, and started this new move here to the upper direction. So that's why if you look in our case right now, even after this massive correction, the indicators are still not giving us a market bottom confirmation. I mean, the Williams percentage error, as you can see, is still not around this -95 territory. The ATN normalized is already ready for this confirmation, but the Williams percentage error is not giving us the final confirmation. So if we do see some more shakeout happening, right, and price also consolidating and the Williams percentage error again approaching around the -95 along with this ATN normalized, then we get another confirmation that around that price range, right, the market might have bottomed and we could be expecting another movement here to the upper direction. So that's why, according to this market bottom indicator, maybe the price of Bitcoin could consolidate around this range before choosing an actual trend duration, because if we do see further consolidation around that range, maybe then we could see another confirmation also from the Williams percentage at around that range, the market might have bottomed. So these are some of the interesting scenario I wanted to share with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, guys, then come on, hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.